And hello, YouTube, and welcome back to another episode of The Zone TV Movie Entertainment. With me, your host Jonathan, once again bringing you my thoughts and review for tonight's episode of Batwoman Season 1, Episode 19. That's it. Literally near the end of the season. Next week is the season finale. A lot of the CW shows or the Arrowverse shows are going bye-bye for now until the next season. So, this episode was very fun. I really enjoyed this episode because, first of all, we got to see a villain that a lot of people wanted to see in the Batman mythology come to life, I guess. I mean, we see them in comics, we've seen him in the animated stuff, but we never got him live action, and that's Elliot Thomas becoming Hush. Now, like I said before, in the comics, Hush is he has bandages on his face. I think his face was burned a little bit. Don't remember too much about him. You know, I'm not a big Hush mythology knower because he's kind of a newer character in a way. So in this episode, obviously we see him as Hush doing his thing. We do see him trying to kidnap some people who can, break and decode the book that Lucius Fox left behind when he supposedly passed away. And we all know that he, Alice, and Mouse have it, and Kate is going after it. And by the way, spoiler alert. So Kate's going after, trying to figure out who has the book. Why did the girl that she slept with from the bar betray her? We found out she's Magpie's her sister, and her sister made her do it. And then we found out that Julia really wanted the book in the first place because she was hired by somebody who wanted to go after Kate. At the end of the episode, we find that some woman, we have no idea who it is. And then we find out that Kate goes after the book, and then she ends up in Arkham, where Mouse, Hush, and Alice are. They have Lucius and Julia hostage. Mary is in the Batcave trying to help out as best as she can. They actually end up kidnapping that high school girl. If you guys remember a couple episodes back, the high school girl who needed help by Batwoman, who found out that Batwoman was Batwoman, and then she came back. She helped out as well to track it down. Then we find out the book can not only decode. It's not exactly decoding, Batman's secrets. It's more decoding of how to stop Batwoman, like, period. So that was all cool. But then the big ending to this episode reveals that Alice now kind of either, I don't know if she was mentioning this as a metaphor. I'm starting to think it might be, because she starts referencing kryptonite. So either she found some kind of chink into the bat suit to disarm it somehow, so she can, break it or whatever, or kill Kate. Sorry, too many Kates tonight. Anyway, and well, let's face the facts. The bat suit is pretty much bulletproof, all that stuff. So if there's a weakness to it, Alice has it now. Also, at the end of the episode, Kate's father pretty much told her straight up, "You don't leave Gotham, I'm coming after you." Point blank. He put the bat signal on. She came. They talked for a little bit. He's like, "Oh, you made riots in Gotham. You put, you let a lot of criminals go out, even though technically it wasn't really her fault. It was really Alice's fault." But, he said point blank, "If you don't leave Gotham now, stop your stuff and go leave, coming after you." Which indicates at the end of the season finale, I'm pretty sure her father's going to find out that Kate is Batwoman. It's no secret in the comics. He does know. Actually, in some comics, he does help her out with her investigation stuff. So there you go. So who knows how that's going to end next episode. But very, very interesting. I like the Hush character. Very cool. I wish you got some more screen time with him a little bit. I mean, he did things, mostly kidnapping people, and he kept referring to Hush like as metaphors, like every 5 minutes. So that was kind of annoying. But other than that, the Hush character looks cool, sounds great. Love the bandage work. I think maybe in next week's episode, if he comes back, he'll get the bandages a little burnt to make him look like how he's supposed to be in the comics. Because in some comics, his bandages are kind of burnt, like to the sides up here and down here a little bit. So, because his bandages was all pure white, kind of like the Invisible Man, when he puts on the bandages before he disappears to blend in. It's kind of like that, all white, everything. But he looked great. He had the little, broken thing to like talk. Obviously, he had a little dirt a little bit around it to make it look a little bit cleaner. But other than that, I think it's gonna get better as the season goes on or ends. In this case, seeing how obviously we're having this pandemic, so the season has to end early. Hopefully we get another season next year or whenever they bring it back. So fingers crossed. But other than that, cool episode. I enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun with it. So leave me a comment below. Let me know what you guys thought about Batwoman and what do you think is going to happen at that season finale. Do you think this is the season finale? Do you think this is the end of the show and they're going to cancel it? Leave me a comment below. Let me know what you guys thought. Thank you very much and have a good night.